Hey guys, good morning. Those t-shirts are quite literally hot off the press this morning, and this is what they look like right here. This is the Cubs World Series victory t-shirts being printed right here in Ashwaubenon. We expect to get some answers. This is what we do know. 12-year-old Justin Johnson was crossing this intersection here at Crooks Avenue and 2nd Street. Good morning. That's right. It's the traveling wall. It's an 80% scale replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. It's 360 feet long and 8 feet tall at its highest point in the center. Nothing has been evacuated. That crash happened off of DeLangley, just south of 41. Take a look and you can see the truck, the UPS truck here behind me. Hey guys, like my new car? Just kidding, but the owner was so kind to let me sit in it this morning. This is a 1970 Plymouth Superbird, just one of the many classic cars that you can see on display here tonight for License to Cruise. Now that is happening around 6 o'clock tonight. What a beautiful car. Hey, good morning. You can see those coats that you guys were just talking about. They are right here, and this is just a small portion of them. Lucky for you, I have a good friend named Greg Smrava who owns this place, and he just gave me a strawberry punchki so that you can try your first punchki ever on the air for us and tell us how it tastes. Did you get some of that filling?
That's really good. That is really good.
Berkeley Road is now back open this morning. You can see an unmarked car from the Brown County Sheriff's Office watching over the home here behind me that Nicole Vanderheiden and Douglas Dietrich shared. Investigators arrived back here to this neighborhood around 5:30 last night. There was a report of blood found in front of another home nearby. Now that happened at just about the same time that investigators positively identified the victim as Nicole Vanderheiden. Investigators moved quickly, gathering evidence and interviewing neighbors. Dietrich was arrested at his parents' house. He initially did make some statements to investigators before requesting a lawyer. The scene around his home was active overnight as police searched yards for more clues and made sure neighbors were aware of what was happening.
We obviously are doing neighborhood canvassing. We want to see if anybody saw anything during this time process. So we have to talk to everybody. You try and get as much information as early as possible after you discover that a homicide had occurred. This is not out of the norm to bring as many people.
Investigators say the murder likely happened early Saturday morning. Vanderheiden's body was found just hours later. Police haven't said how she was killed or why. They say they believe this was an isolated incident between the couple, but officers are looking into whether or not Dietrich had any help. Vanderheiden was a mother of 3. She and Dietrich had 1 child together. No court date has been set, but we'll be following this story and bring you the latest developments. Reporting live in Ledgeview, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News. The incident ended here on the 300 block of North Ashland Avenue when that car that was speeding crashed into this house here behind me. Take a look and you can see just the hole in the front porch here. Parts of the fence were torn down and there's just other various debris in the front yard here. But this all started in Ashwaubenon. Green Bay police say that Ashwaubenon Public Safety was trying to stop a car in the village that was traveling at a very high rate of speed. Then, for reasons unclear, stopped pursuing the car at Ashland Avenue and Mason Street. Now, right at that time, a Green Bay police officer happened to be pulling out on Dousman Street and saw that car going very fast. The officer wasn't aware even that the Ashwaubenon public safety officer had previously tried to stop the car.
Observed the vehicle get hit, run a flashing red, get hit by another car. The vehicle lost control, hit a tree, and then hit the front porch of a house here on Ashland.
The driver of the car that crashed ran off. Green Bay police used a canine unit to try to track him, but were unsuccessful. They are still trying to find him, but based on vehicle registration, police believe they know who it is and that he may even live in this area. Police say when they do find him, he will be charged with using unreasonable speed, hit and run with injury, and failure to stop at a controlled intersection. The driver of the other car was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Reporting live in Green Bay, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News. Green Bay police say about 3 o'clock this morning they received reports of gunshots fired on the 800 block of Howard Street here behind me. Police were here until early this morning canvassing this neighborhood looking for shell casings. Based on what they've heard, they say they believe about 4 to 6 shots were fired. They do say they believe it is an isolated incident. The community is not in any danger. Police have one person in custody who they are talking to try to get more information.
So far now, we don't have any victims of any gunshot wounds. Based on what witnesses say, we are looking for certain vehicles.
Police say they will release more information about exactly what type of vehicle they are looking for later this morning. But for now, ask anyone who may have heard or seen anything to call the Green Bay Police Department. Reporting live in Green Bay, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News. The fire happened at this house here behind me. We're being kept back a distance. This block here is surrounded by police tape. The 4 children who were home at the time of the fire were ages 11 and under. The Sheboygan Falls Fire Department confirms that one of those children has died. 2 others were flown to Children's Hospital in Milwaukee. Another did manage to escape the fire safely. The parents were not home at the time of the fire. Last night, as firefighters rushed in, there was smoke coming from the home. They were rushing in trying to find the children to save them. All 3 were taken to Sheboygan Hospital in very critical condition. The 2 were later flown to Children's Hospital in Milwaukee. So far, no further updates have been given on their condition.
We have a number of departments that responded to this scene for assistance. A very good coordinated effort between all the departments and the firefighters in removing and locating the children, removing them very quickly.
A press conference is scheduled for 8:30 this morning where we are expected to learn more. We'll be following this story throughout the day. Reporting live in Sheboygan Falls, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News. Good morning. We are back inside Cabela's, and I was getting teased a little bit that I wasn't quite dressed the part this morning in my blue dress, so I decided to get a little festive and fit in here with Cabela's. And this is just one of the examples of things you will find all inside the store this morning, but there's some other interesting things, features in the store, and one of them is the Wisconsin Sportsman Hall of Fame. And I apologize, we can't get back inside there because of our reception this morning, but I am joined again by Wes Rummer, the spokesman for Cabela's. And Wes, tell us a little bit about what people can find inside of that Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame is a very unique area of the store. We have a hunting side and a fishing side. The entire area is dedicated to trophy animals taken across the state, which represents the heritage and the tradition of all the sportsmen here in Wisconsin, which is appropriate because we think that the store is going to draw not only customers from Green Bay and Nashwabanon, but the region as well. So we're excited to bring the store to the entire state.
And you said that is one of the more unique features to the store because no other store has, a Hall of Fame like that. And you do expect this to kind of be a tourism draw. How many people are you expecting, even today, for example?
Well, it's hard to pinpoint a figure, but we've had thousands in line before for other grand openings, so we hope for more of the same here. We encourage people to please come out and be part of the festivities.
All right, Wes, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we will be back inside the store again for our next half hour, so make sure you check back with us then. Reporting live inside Cabela's, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News.